welcome to my new English podcast. In this podcast, I share my journey of learning and improving my English through creating this show. I'm not here to teach you, but to learn alongside you. So if there are any mistakes, please correct me, and if you learn anything from me, it will be an honor. In that first series of this podcast, I'm going to share stories and experiences that are presented by other people. I read them, I like them, and I would love to share them with you. So today's episode is a reminder of the importance of capturing the sweet moments in our lives. You know that we all go through happy and special times, but over time, our minds might forget or shift. Here, photos help us to relive those memories and the emotions we felt back then. I'm talking about this because not long ago I was scrolling through old pictures on my phone and realized how precious those memories were and how deeply they had impacted me. Even the moments when I was by myself during the tough times and that challenge I had to face. The photos brought back every feeling and experience I had lived through. So let's bring it back to what we were talking about. Some people might not be fans of taking pictures and prefer to live in the moment without documenting it. Maybe you're someone who doesn't really enjoy taking pictures, and that's completely okay. Some people prefer to just live in the moment without documenting it. But for me personally, I feel like capturing a moment isn't just about the photo. It is about perceiving a feeling, perceiving a lesson, a memory, something that mattered. And you know what? Each of us has our own way of keeping those moments alive. Some write, some take pictures, some just sit quietly and remember. And that's a beautiful part, you know. We all get to choose what works for us. Because at the end of the day, what really matters isn't how we documented the moment. It is that we felt it, we live it, and we carry it with us as a part of who we are. But I also want to make something clear. I am not talking about the kind of photography that is just about showing off or constantly holding a phone to show people where we are or who we are with. Honestly, I'm against that mindset. I don't like it because it strips the real meaning away from documentation. What I'm talking about is capturing a moment that tells a story, that perceives a piece of our hearts, not just what is on the outside, you know. And since in every episode we share stories and experiences from others, this time I'd love to begin with some heartfelt words from someone holding an old photograph in his hand, describing his emotions in a deep and touching way. But before we listen to that story, I want you to imagine an old photo that you love, a photo that might bring a tear to your eye or a warm smile. That photo isn't just a paper or pixels, it is a story, a moment, a piece of your heart framed in time. Now let's hear what he had to say. It is strange how a photograph can hold so much power. I sit here holding an old faded picture in my hands, and it feels like I'm holding a piece of my soul. The people in the photograph smile back at me. Their faces frozen in a moment of happiness that seems almost unreal now. I trace the edges of the photo, trying to remember the day it was taken, trying to recapture the feeling of that moment. Time the sieve. It steals away the little things, the detail that made those moments special, the sound of laughter, the warmth of a hug, the smell of the air. All of it fades, leaving behind only the ghost of a memory. I look at their faces, so familiar yet so distant, and I feel a pang of longing. How I wish I could step into that photograph just for a moment, to relive those days when everything seemed simpler, when happiness wasn't something I had to search for. The people in the photograph are no longer here. They have moved on, their lives taking them in different directions. Some are far away, living new stories, creating new memories. Others are gone. Their absence is a constant ache in my heart. I wonder if they think of me, if they remember the moment we shared. I wonder if they hold into these old photographs, if they had the same bittersweet nostalgia that I do. Life has a way of changing us, of reshaping our dreams and our relationships. We grow, we evolve, and sometimes we drift apart. It is a natural part of the journey, I suppose, but that doesn't make it any easier. The photograph reminds me of who we were, of the dreams we had, of the promises we made. It is a reminder of how much we have changed and how much we have lost. But as I sit here, lost in the past, I realized that this photograph was also a testament to the love and the joy we shared. It is a reminder that for a time we were together and we made each other's lives a little brighter. It is a piece of our history, a fragment of our story, and it is something to cherish, even as we moved forward. I tucked the photograph back into its place, a small precious keepsake of a time that was. I carry the memories with me, not as a burden, but as a source of strength. They are a part of who I am, a part of my journey, and as much as I miss those days, I knew that the future holds new moments, new photographs waiting to be taken. So I take a deep breath and let the past be. I honor it, I remember it, but I don't let it hold me back. I move forward, carrying the love and the lessons of those days with me, ready to create new memories, to live new stories, and maybe someday I look back at another photograph and feel the same warmth, the same sense of belonging, knowing that I have lived my life fully with an open heart. Wow, guys, how beautiful his words were, and how inspiring his experience. At the end of the story, I would love to say that sometimes when we look at an old photograph, we don't see just a picture. We feel a lifetime. We see faces we no longer see and hear laughter that now only lives in our memory. We remember who we were, what we dreamed of, and how the world felt back then, so full of hope, so untouched by time. A single image can hold the weight of love, of loss, of growth, of all the things that changed without asking us first, and in that quiet second of looking, our hearts travel back just to feel something we didn't even know we missed. And at the end of this episode, if there is a photo you have, one that brings you back to a moment that changed you or taught you something, I truly love to hear your story. If there is a memory that left a mark on your heart and that photo is a proof, share it with me. Drop it in a comment or send it as a message. Maybe your voice will touch someone else's heart and make a difference in their day. And finally, this was Iman with you, an Egyptian girl who is interested in the English language and podcasting. So if you share the same interest, please join me on the journey until next time. Thank you.